Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Chris coming at you from the channel I Am Toys. Make sure you hit the 4K option on the YouTube settings so that way you get this in its full resolution. And also make sure you hit the like button because, as every YouTuber says incessantly in every video, make sure you hit the like button because it obviously helps the channel, it helps the algorithm, it helps make videos more viewable. And subscribe if you like the content, guys. You know, we always love hearing from people that, why don't your videos have more views, or why don't you have more subscribers? These things are really cool. Your videos are great. That's because people don't like the damn videos. So again, please hit the like button. You guys have no idea how much it helps. So just hit the damn like button. But anyway, this is the Queen Studios 1/4 scale Joker. This came out in the last 6 months. They've been slowly being released over that time. Usually when Queen Studios makes a statue, not all the time, but sometimes, they'll release two versions. They have the Artist Edition and they have the Standard Edition. And what differentiates the two is usually the Artist Edition will have rooted hair and or maybe an original paint application from the original artist, etc., etc. And there's a controversial piece to that, you know, speaking of the Artist Edition and comparing it to the Standard Edition. And some folks are pissed off that, you know, the way it was marketed, the statue itself, you know, they feel like Queen Studios was kind of being not truthful, I guess, to an extent. It was maybe false marketing, but guys, honestly, I can understand the irritation. But I have seen companies much more substandard and underhanded than Queen Studios that will either run with your money or they put out a garbage product. And this is definitely not a garbage product. So let's just get into it. I'm going to show you the base first and we will work our way up. Here's the front of the base, guys. You get a standard, you know, nameplate. You know, it says the Dark Knight Trilogy on it. The overall base itself is kind of a metallic gray. And as you can see, it's not too busy, it's not too exciting, and that's okay because I think the main focus of this release should be the statue itself, and maybe Queen Studios was thinking the same thing, or maybe they were lazy. Who knows, one or the other. You get some indentation here. I believe that's supposed to be the bat symbol, you know, and that is what it is. It's not, I believe it is. And you get some patterning over here. You know, again, like I said, it's not too busy, you know, not too crazy. Again, it's also space friendly, so I don't mind, you know, them having, you know, the smaller base. And we'll show you the top of it as well next. You know, I'm sure everyone's walked on something like this in their life. Painted really well, and it has some weathering. It's dirty. Yeah, I mean, it looks good. Again, I like the base because it's space friendly. And as we work around, we look at the shoes. The shoes are obviously casted, sculpted, and painted. They do not have real laces. That may be a nitpick for some, but overall that does not really bother me that much. And we'll also go up and look at the pants and the outfit. And as we look at the outfit itself, everything, even the pants and especially the jacket, has a nice kind of black wash to it. You know, it's dirty, it's grungy, it should look weathered, it should look dirty. Because that's how it looked in the film. It was not clean. So I think they did a great job on that. And again, as we kind of look at it, just want to kind of show you that. And the socks underneath, it does have, you know, that checkered multi-patterned, you know, sock underneath. I'll show you that hopefully a little bit later. But overall, the tailoring is good. You know, the stitching is tight. It's not too big on anything. Again, there's a little bit of weathering to the pants as well. Not too much, but the jacket itself, you know, that is the dirty part. Again, it's exposed to the elements, and it's great. I mean, all around the tailoring is good. I think they did a good job. You know, right now, I don't think in 1/4 scale anyway, I think this is one of the best outfits I've seen on a Heath Ledger Joker. It really is. So again, you know, that's the outfit, and I'm going to make this guy static so we can take a look at the accessories, and then also this freaking badass head sculpt, and then I'll show you the alternate look with the other hand, and so on. So here's a wide out shot first, and guys, wow, man, I mean, impressive. I am impressed by this thing. Absolutely impressed. Absolutely incredible. I mean, you can't say that's not Ledger, man. I mean, you really can't. But as we go in, let me show you some of the details on the jacket first before we talk about the sculpt. So all of those are metal. Those are actual metal pins in there. There's some metal grenades. I think I have one of them out of the spot where it should be. I think I have a couple mixed where it's not as accurate to where it should have been in the film. But you know, that's my own thing. So you know, don't subtract points. And again, the outfit itself is just awesome. All the stitching is fine-tuned and tight. The tie, everything is just really, really good, just overall. And for what everyone has come to see, man, you know, that head sculpt, guys, I mean, just wow, dude. And I'm gonna try to get in as close as I can to show you, like you can see the flesh tones, you know, as you go in on top of the head, even up to where the hairline is, you can see it all coming through, And then on the chin, you could probably see it as well, but it's more shaded under there, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to get a good shot underneath to show you that. But you can see just the paint app on this is very good. So the controversy, you know, like I was talking about earlier, the controversy on this is because apparently Queen Studios, when they first advertised this, they said that the artist version was gonna be, the paint was gonna be done by Viper. So Viper has a team too as well, and everyone was under the impression that you know, Viper was going to be painting the artist editions, and the artist edition was supposed to be about 300 in edition size, and he was going to paint all those. But then all of a sudden it changed to that it was going to be painted by Viper's team, which I'm assuming are also talented. You know what I mean? I'm sure they're not scrubs. You know, as far as their skill level, but you know, people were tweaked about it. You know, people were upset. I can understand that, and then you know, it's going to be more. The artist edition is obviously more money, so people are like, you know, what the hell? You know, why are we paying more money for not the artist edition? You know, not the artist, basically. But you know, I can understand at the same time, but at the same time, like I can't help but even it doesn't. I mean, I don't want to say I want to give them a pass. But, you know, should they have been more honest? Did they use it? Maybe, did they not understand what they were saying? Maybe, you know, sometimes we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You know, did they, when they initially put Viper, was it always going to be painted by Viper's team? You know what I mean? And they just thought, you know, I don't know. I mean, obviously it is misleading and it is a little disingenuous. But then the final product, man, I almost kind of do give them a pass. Like, I mean, it looks fantastic. I mean, there are custom sculpts out there, and they are good. There are custom 1/6 sculpts. There are also custom 1/4 scale too as well, and they are fantastic. If you guys have seen anything by YJ Park has done some awesome custom Joker work, and I think he's done custom 1/6. And 1/4. I know he's definitely done 1/4, but I can't remember if he's done custom 1/6 or not. But they're incredible. And there's a couple other artists who have done sculpts as well for Heath Ledger in 1/6, and they're great. But there's only about 2 or 3 of them, including 1/4 and 1/6, that are truly, truly, really great, that look like him. And he has various looks from the movie, various expressions, and those few that exist really knock it out of the park. And when a mass-produced piece can stack up against customs, I mean, and even be on the same level or possibly even supersede some of them, I mean, this is fantastic, man. I mean, the hair work on this is wonderful. I mean, just the hair alone, guys. Do you know how much it costs to get rooted hair on a custom piece? You know, I collect mainly 1/6 stuff, but I do collect some statues as well. And rooting hair can sometimes cost people $1,500, $1,000 plus, sometimes even $2 grand to get a sculpt haired, because it is tedious. So, you know, again, the artist edition, just for the fact of having the rooted hair, is still awesome. But like I said, I'm coming from the custom hobby as well, so I kind of understand, you know, why the price would also be higher. And it's still justified to an extent. So people will say, you know, oh, it's not Viper's paint app, you know, why are we paying more, or why is it so much more? Dude, in the custom hobby for rooted hair, like I said, you can pay $1,000 or more. We've spent, you know, on rooted hair pieces, like right now I'm on a McCready run for the thing. That's going to be a $4,000 run. And not just because it has rooted hair, but because of the accessories and everything else that comes with it. But, you know, there's people that have done rooted hair for beards and then rooted hair for, you know, custom sculpts as well. And I'm telling you, you guys are going to pay a lot of money. A lot of money, guys, for it. So really, just the hair alone, honestly, can justify the price. And you know, again, the paint app is still good. It may not be Viper who actually did it, but it's terrific though, guys. I mean, it really is. You still get the human skin flesh tones under the paint app. You know, it still comes through. Again, it screams that scene, and I'm sure I'm probably throwing up some shots, you know, as well if I didn't already. You know, I'll pop one up, we'll say right here. And you know, look at that. Look at the comparison there. I mean, it screams that shot and that variation of it. And you know, the eyes tilted over to the right. It's just, man, this thing is, it is overall just very impressive. I've seen a couple videos. One guy did a review on this, and he was having some problems getting his hat, or not the hat, but the jacket to catch in the hand well. I didn't have any problem at all. It's tight. His was a little loose for some reason. Mine's not. It goes right in. It holds it very tight. It's not coming out of there at all. And you also get the Joker playing card as well. And that the pocket itself, it doesn't go all the way in, unfortunately, but still looks cool. And you get an alternate hand to hold that, and I'll show you that as well. And then I'll talk about a couple other nuances with this this statue as well that some may not know about. And yeah, we'll go from there. I'll also give you some couple overhead shots too of this guy. And like I said, dude, the rooting, the job they did on this is just amazing. I mean, look at that, dude. I mean, that is so good. So good. So you guys who want to cancel your order because Viper didn't paint this, I mean, go for it. You know what I mean? Because trust me, there are going to be people to catch those sales from you. But I wouldn't do it. I would not sell this, guys. I really would not. I think it would be a stupid move. Really, really stupid move. But if you are, go ahead. There are going to be takers out there because this is, in my opinion, at least mainstream, this is the statue to beat. And when it comes to the customs, it still runs up against it and stacks up with it, if not even better than some of them as well. So let's move on to the next part of this video. And now the alternate look. Holding the card. Yeah, man. Even that looks killer. I mean, that is cool. And the hands are magnetized, so you just pop it out and then put the new one in. Put the Joker card in there. It's a tight, nice tight fit. You gotta space the fingers out a little bit to put it in, but that's good because then that way it holds it really, really well. Man, like I said, guys, just absolutely incredible stuff. Super happy with this. And then the ring that would normally go on the finger, I was wondering where that should go. According to the instructions, you're supposed to put it in that pocket, but if you want to, you could actually put it up and put it on his thumb over here if you really wanted to. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like that idea too, but then this looks good. I mean, this is what you're supposed to do. I don't know if that's accurate in the film. I'd have to rewatch and look at that part to see if he does have it tucked in his pocket. I wouldn't be surprised. But overall, man, also a sick look. That is just freaking awesome. Oh man, it's so good. Wow, man. Again, it just makes you speechless looking at it, dude. I mean, the sculpt is good, and it just screams Heath Ledger. I mean, that's him, dude. I posted this in a photography group yesterday, and people thought it was really him. They're like, holy shit, I thought that was really the guy. You know, just magnificent work from Queen Studios, man. And again, you can be mad that Viper didn't do the paint app, man, but it's, again, I've seen Hot Toys do, you know, shady shit as well. We've all seen companies do much worse. And, you know, should Queen Studios have been a little bit more forthcoming? You know, yeah. But you never know what's going on behind the scenes, guys. You know, you never know if maybe Viper and Queen had and the studio had some kind of agreement on pricing, commission per head, and maybe that changed. You know, you never know. But then people also brought up the fact too that the COA per se, if it is even really a COA now, it's not numbered. So that was also a little bit shady for people. People were wondering like, well, is there actually 300? Is it really limited, or did they make even more? So again, that is you know, something that, you know, again, that is a little odd. Normally Queen Studios pieces do have the COA and they're numbered, but not this time around. And I don't know, it is what it is. Well, I'm gonna go static again for a second. I'm gonna put the camera down. I'm gonna show you guys a couple other things real fast, and then we're gonna close the video. So I just wanted to show you guys some nuances real fast too about this statue when you get it out of the box. So when you pop it out, you're gonna notice that the inserts for the feet and the holes in the base don't exactly line up for some reason, and maybe that's why the legs are PVC. You know, you're gonna have to apply some pressure, pull them apart just a little bit, and then they slide in. Whether that is a defect or just a problem they had with engineering, or you know, again, I'm not sure, but you're gonna end up having to do that. And then we're gonna work our way up, and I'm gonna show you something about the top as well. And the upper body. So the upper body, again, the arms are PVC. And this hand itself, everything goes on perfectly fine. Everything's magnetized, the hands, you just pop them on. Like I said, another reviewer had a problem with his hand not gripping the coat very tight. Mine's perfectly fine. If yours is too tight, you could probably hair blow dry it and loosen it up. But honestly, I don't know if it's something you really want to do because you want it tight. And I didn't really have that much problem sliding it in. Again, mine holds it perfectly fine, it's tight. You're going to put a little bit of pressure on the arm though, you know, as you're pushing it in. So again, maybe that's the reason why the arms are PVC. I have no idea. Or, you know, is it something they changed? Is it a deal breaker for me because the legs and the arms are PVC? I mean, there are some people that are talking about selling them because of that. They feel like it's cheaper because of that, like or it's been made cheap because it's not polystone. But there are reasons, you know, in the way they make these statues or figures or anything, you know, when they decide to use polystone versus, you know, PVC or whatnot. So again, I don't know why they chose to do it this way. Again, maybe it's for the reasons I'm describing. I could be completely wrong. But like I said, I have no problem with them doing exactly what they did. Again, look at this guy. it's fantastic. But anyway, let me show you the COA, or makeshift COA, I guess. So this is what you get as far as the COA. So normally, I mean, I like that they did this. This is cool. Like, instead of like getting that like that, you know, sheet of paper or that, you know, that little card that's numbered normally, you know, or they would usually put it in like a little plastic card protector or something like that, and it would have all the information on there. It would say 1 out of, you know, 200 or 23 out of 400, whatever the edition size is. But as you can see on this, there's no edition size at all. It's just signed by Viper and the other artist, and that's it. I mean, I like that they use this. I mean, this is it's wood. It's cool. It's classy. So, you know, some people might give them shit on, you know, making it cheap in some ways, but this is pretty cool. I like this. It would have been even nicer if they actually had the numbered piece. So, you know, again, did they make even more than 300? I don't know. I have no idea. And this is the artist edition, so it is signed by these two people. I don't know if the regular edition is also going to come signed by these two folks. I could be wrong. So whoever does a review of that, hopefully they show their, you know, their plaque as well, and you guys can get an idea. So, you know, this is what it looks like. This is what you get pretty much. That's your COA per se. All right, I'll see you on the other side. So again, one last look, guys. Final thoughts, impressions. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think it's as badass as I think it is? Because again, man, that's Heath Ledger, dude. And I don't want to hear any gripes about, oh, it should have been 1.3. You know, there's a reason, and I didn't talk about that too, but Viper actually talked about it in one of the videos. You know, there's sometimes in pieces, whether they're custom or figures, statues or whatnot, sometimes you can only achieve what you want in a certain scale at times. Sometimes it also comes down to licensing. You know, who owns the 1/4, the 1/6, the 1/3, the 1:1, whatever. It can really be that, you know, particular at times. But Viper is actually talking about it, and I don't know if they were actually trying to do a 1/3 version of this, and something that they just couldn't get the sculpt right or the likeness right or something of that nature. I don't know if they got that detailed in their explanation, but that is often a factor in certain things. Sometimes you just can't reproduce what you're trying to do in a certain scale, and you end up dropping it down a scale in order to be able to achieve it. Again, I don't know if that's 100% why they chose to do this in 1/4, but again, I like the fact that it's 1/4. It's space friendly, and not everybody wants 1/3 pieces. And again, I have no preference. I collect both 1/3 and 1/4 depending on what it is I'm grabbing. And again, there's no reason for me to say that there is anything wrong with this because it's not 1/3. I mean, that's just a stupid argument. 1/3's got a great size. It's awesome for displaying. You can even do it in the detail as opposed to 1/3s. You often can't because the bases are freaking huge. But this thing is it's great, guys. Again, I know some people are going to be pissed the stuff on how they marketed this. But again, the overall product and the execution from production to prototype prototype to production rather, is excellent. And it should give, again, people hope that their 1/6 scale pieces are also going to be just as good. So one last zoom on this guy. Why so serious? So good, man. Oh man, just fantastic. All right, guys, deuces.